Why is Rumi making what looks like an Illuminati hand sign? And why does Beyonce immediately nudge her to stop? That brief moment, caught on camera, is exactly the kind of clip that sends conspiracy circles into overdrive. A child's gesture, a mother's quick reaction, and suddenly the internet starts connecting dots that may or may not even exist. But for those already deep into these theories, it feels like another piece of a much bigger puzzle. Because for years now, Beyonce hasn't just been seen as a global superstar. In certain corners of the internet, she's viewed as something else entirely, someone operating within a world that most people never get to see. And when her children appear in public, even for a split second, every movement gets analyzed, dissected, and reinterpreted. Some claim that celebrity children aren't just growing up in the spotlight, but inside a system that's far more controlled than it appears. That even the smallest gestures could be learned, repeated, or even symbolic. Again, these are just theories, with no proof to back them up, but they continue to circulate, gaining traction every time a clip like this resurfaces. And this isn't new. Speculation around Beyonce and Jay-Z's alleged ties to secret societies has been going on for over a decade. Award shows, performances, interviews, everything has been put under a microscope. People point to hand signs, stage visuals, even choreography, suggesting they're not random but intentional. To most, it's just artistry. To others, it's coded messaging hiding in plain sight. Then there are the claims coming from within the industry itself. MIA, known for being outspoken and often controversial, has made statements that only added fuel to the fire. She alleged that she was pressured by Jay-Z and Beyonce to conform, not just in terms of image, but in ways that she described as deeply unsettling. According to her, this included participating in rituals involving blood, black substances, and symbolic elements like horns. There's no concrete evidence supporting these claims, and they remain unverified. But for those already convinced that something is going on behind the scenes, it was enough to reinforce their beliefs. So when a clip like Rumi's resurfaces, it doesn't exist in isolation. It gets folded into years of speculation, theories, and unanswered questions. Is it just a child making a random gesture? A mother reacting instinctively? Or, as some believe, a glimpse into something much darker hiding just beneath the surface? No confirmations, just interpretations, and a narrative that keeps growing every time the camera catches something people can't quite explain. And it gets worse. Much worse. Is Beyonce secretly Solange's mother?
There are actually a lot of people that believe this rumor. It's crazy.
For years, the internet has treated Beyonce like more than a global superstar. Depending on which corner of TikTok, Reddit, or X you land in, she's either the greatest performer of her generation or the mysterious figure at the center of some of the internet's strangest rabbit holes. And the weirdest part? Some of these theories have been repeated so many times that people now talk about them as if they're established facts. So let's step into the rabbit hole. One of the oldest and arguably most shocking theories doesn't even involve Beyonce herself. It involves her little sister, Solange. According to a rumor that's floated around the internet for years, Solange isn't actually Beyonce's sister at all. She's supposedly her daughter. Internet detectives have spent years trying to prove that Beyonce secretly became pregnant as a teenager, and that her parents stepped in to raise the baby as their own to protect her future career. They obsessed over old family photos, dissected interviews, and even tried to rewrite Beyonce's age to make the timeline fit. The problem? None of it actually holds up. There has never been any credible evidence suggesting Solange is anything other than Beyonce's younger sister. But like many celebrity conspiracies, once the idea was out there, it took on a life of its own. Then came the conspiracy that overshadowed all the others. This time, it wasn't about Beyonce's past. It was about the birth of her first child, Blue Ivy. Back in 2011, Beyonce appeared on Australian television while pregnant. As she sat down, her baby bump appeared to fold inward for a split second. Within hours, the clip was everywhere. People slowed it down, zoomed in, replayed it frame by frame, and convinced themselves they had uncovered one of Hollywood's biggest secrets. According to the theory, Beyonce had never been pregnant at all. She had supposedly worn a fake baby bump, while a surrogate secretly carried Blue Ivy. The video became one of the biggest celebrity conspiracy clips of the decade. Despite years of speculation, no evidence ever surfaced to support the claim. And Beyonce later described the rumors as deeply hurtful. But once a conspiracy reaches the internet, it rarely disappears. It simply evolves. Eventually, people stopped questioning how Blue Ivy was born and started questioning her name. If you were online during the early 2000s, you probably remember the claim that Blue Ivy wasn't just a name. It was supposedly a coded Illuminati message. According to the theory, Blue stood for Born Living Under Evil, while Ivy meant Illuminati's very youngest. The acronym was entirely made up by internet users after Blue's birth, yet screenshots of it circulated for years as if they were genuine evidence. Fast forward to today, and Blue herself has become the subject of new theories. After performing alongside Beyonce during the Renaissance and Cowboy Carter tours, some people claimed she wasn't simply following in her mother's footsteps. They argued Beyonce was carefully grooming her replacement. Every performance, every public appearance, and every trademark filed in Blue's name suddenly became proof. Of course, there's a far simpler explanation. Blue may simply enjoy performing after growing up surrounded by music and stadium tours. The public doesn't know, but uncertainty has never stopped the internet from filling in the blanks. Then there's perhaps the strangest category of Beyonce theories, the ones that have almost nothing to do with her family. You've probably seen the videos. A celebrity wins an award. Thank Beyonce. Someone releases an album. Better thank Beyonce. The trend exploded after the 2017 Grammy Awards, when Adele beat Beyonce's Lemonade for Album of the Year. Instead of celebrating, Adele praised Beyonce.
I can't possibly accept this award, and I'm very humbled and I'm very grateful and gracious, but my artist of my life is Beyonce, and this album for me, the Lemonade album, was just so monumental, Beyonce. It was so monumental.
And while speaking, accidentally snapped her Grammy trophy in half. That tiny accident became fuel for conspiracy culture. Suddenly, admiration became fear. And every celebrity compliment toward Beyonce was treated as another clue. TikTok filled with eerie edits suggesting artists thanked Beyonce not because they wanted to, but because they had to. No evidence, just dramatic music, slow zooms, and millions of views. More recently, some corners of the internet have taken things even further, trying to connect Beyonce to unrelated celebrity tragedies and scandals through coincidence, anonymous sources, and selective timelines. These stories spread because they're built like horror movies. Each theory builds on the last until fiction starts feeling strangely familiar. And that's what makes conspiracy theories so powerful. They rarely begin with something impossible. They begin with something real, a folded dress, a broken trophy, or a child performing on stage, before asking one simple question: what if? The less information people have, the more they're willing to invent. So no, there's no credible evidence that Solange is secretly Beyonce's daughter. There's no proof Blue Ivy was part of an elaborate surrogate cover-up. Her name isn't an Illuminati code, and Adele didn't break her Grammy because of some shadowy music industry ritual. But those theories probably aren't going anywhere. Because when someone reaches Beyonce's level of fame, the internet eventually stops seeing a person. It starts seeing a myth. And myths have a habit of outliving the truth.